What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PokeTuber, coach of your Piedmont Triad Kickers, coming at you today with Week 6 of Season 1 of the FBL. Today we are taking on Zach Mander, coach of the Canadian Ceruledges, and as per usual, he has a pretty threatening team, which consists of Darkrai, Garchomp, Terra Ironmoth is his only Terra captain, by the way, Quaquaval, Metagross, Sylveon, Rotom, Ogerpon, and last but not least, the Meloetta. Um, it's only 9 Pokemon, so it makes it slightly easier to try to guess what's going to come. If I had to just tell it like it is, I think he brings everything except for the you're not bringing Sylveon. I have way too many ways on this team to kill it. Like, first of all, between Cinderace, Jirachi, Pheasantipity, I would be very surprised to see Sylveon here. Not to mention we have a Terra Keldeo. You never know what Terra we're going to be. Um, I don't think we see Rotom in this matchup because in the past when he would use Rotom against me, he would use it to try to wall out my physical attackers and either try to Will-O-Wisp them or T-Wave them. Well, my main physical offense is Ursaluna, who not only gets coverage for Rotom, you can't T-Wave me, and Ursaluna actually does not care about getting burned. So, yeah, Rotom does nothing to Ursaluna, so I don't think he brings Rotom. Because then you have to play the whole game of swapping out, and everyone who plays in Ursaluna knows that's like the most annoying thing about playing Ursaluna, having to switch into it. So I don't think he brings Rotom, and I don't think he brings Meloetta because, bro, y'all see all the U-turners I have on this team. So more than likely, I think he's going to bring the Darkrai, the Garchomp, the Iron Moth, the Quaquaval, the Metagross, and the Ogerpon. Not because I necessarily think all these mons look good into the matchup, as much as he has to bring 6 Pokemon. By process of elimination, I just don't think he brings the Rotom, the Meloetta, or the Sylveon. So to combat this team, first and foremost, because we do want to playoffs are around the corner, so we don't want to go too hard, but we do want to still try to win. So first and foremost, we decided we're going to bring St. Charlos, the Araquanid, who's rocking his Life Orb. Water Bubble for the ability, max HP, max attack, force special attack, Brave Nature with Liquidation, Leech Life, Ice Beam, and Sticky Web. Ideally, I just want to use this guy to get up webs, but offensively, he does look good into this team. So, like Iron Moth, regardless of the Terra type, unless you're Terra Water or Terra. Basically, if you don't resist grass, I'm not resist grass. If you don't resist water, you will die to liquidation. It does not matter what Terra type. Like neutrally, like if it's a neutral hit, you're going to die, which I find kind of funny. Leech Life always one shots Ogerpon and the Darkrai, who just give us all our HP back. Ice Beam never one-shots the freaking Garchomp, but it does chip it a lot, which is really good for a certain mascot that you guys know is going to definitely come. And if it's not any Pokemon I named, it just depends on what we're going to click, but most of the time we'll probably be clicking Liquidation. It just is our hardest hitting move. But yeah, that is St. Charlos, mainly here to get up webs, but he can also do some very funny damage. Next on the team roster is Amon, who's here to support another Pokemon I have on the team in the form of Jirachi. We have Jirachi, who is rocking his leftover Serene Grace for the ability, max HP, 20 defense, 236 with F, Careful Nature with Iron Head, U-Turn, Trick Room, and Stealth Rock. The 20 defense is just to help us there's just just some weird damage calcs on the physical side, just to help us basically stay out of getting too shut up by certain things. We have Trick Room, which supports a certain mon you guys know is going to be on the team this week. We have Stealth Rock because we get rocks up that can be really nice for chipping stuff. We have U-Turn for pivoting, and then Iron Head just to be cheesy with it. But yeah, that is Jirachi. Next on the team roster is the only Terra Captain I'm bringing this week in the form of Keldeo, who is rocking his Life Orb as well, justified for the ability. Terrifier, because I feel like Terrifier is just really good into the team with our other stabs. With 48 HP, 252 special attack, 208 speed, Intimidator with Secret Sword, Terra Blast, Icy Wind, and Vacuum Wave. So, as you guys can see, we're not even running water coverage this week because the only thing we're going to hit with a water move is the Iron Moth, who's going to probably just Terra out of the weakness anyway. So we can just hit it with a Secret Sword. Depending on his, if he's a no defense Iron Moth, and he's neutral to Secret Sword, there is a chance that Secret Sword actually kills him because of the Life Orb boost. It just has to be a neutral hit. Terra Blast is just really good into things like the Ogerpon, the Metagross. Icy Wind one-shots the Quaquaval. Secret Sword, not the Quaquaval. Icy Wind one-shots the Garchomp. We never one-shot Quaquaval. Secret Sword will one-shot the what do you call that thing? Darkrai. And Quaquaval should die to the combination of Secret Sword and the Vacuum Wave, assuming they try to predict us in the Terra Ring and they just click Aqua Step, albeit I feel like CC is a more free click. Now CC does a lot of dang damage to us, so we have to really hope they just click Aqua Step for some reason. But yeah, that is Keldeo, mainly here just to kill stuff. Next on the team roster is Amon, who is it's just here. It's Pink Instinct, the Manabus, who's rocking her Rocky Helmet, big pecs for the ability, so we can't have our defenses lowered. We are 248 HP, 252 defense, 8 Spit F, Impus Nature with Foul Play, U-Turn, Roost, and Defog. I don't expect him to set hazards against me, but if he does, we will defog them, even if it is at the expense of my own webs. We have Roost to stay healthy. The Rocky Helmet is just to help us not lose to, like, the Quaquaval, the Metagross, Ogerpon, kind of, sort of, because you can't really Ivy Cudgel us. I mean, you can, but it's not doing, like, any amazing damage, right? And all those mons I just named, we can just Foul Play on and just do good damage to them. And then we have U-Turn for, like, pivoting, and yeah, because everything else I did not name, we are definitely pivoting on you. Darkrai, we're pivoting on you. Freaking, what's that thing called? Iron Moth, I'm never staying in front of you. And the other mon whose name is eluding me, I kind of forgot, we'll come back to it eventually. But yeah, that is Manabuzz. Next on the team roster, we have the one, the only, the guy who's benefiting the most from the Trick Room, Ted the Ursaluna, who's rocking his Flame Orb, Guts for the ability, 248 HP, Max Attack, 8 Spit F, Brave Nature with Facade, Earthquake, Crunch, and Ice Punch. So Facade and Earthquake basically are here for everything that's not Garchomp or Rotom. If Rotom's ever in front of us, we just Crunch. It is a 2-hit KO if he's max defense, and then if Garchomp's ever in front of us, even if he's like a bulky Garchomp, Ice Punch just knocks him out. Because Facade doesn't do it. So yeah, that is Ted. He's just here to kill stuff. Next on the team roster, last but not least, this guy is coming. It's the one, the only, Soul the Cinderace, who's rocking his wide lens. This is the main reason why I will defog those hazards, even at the expense of my goddamn webs. We are Libero for the ability, 252 attack, 72 Spit F, 184 speed, Jolly Nature with Powerball, High Jump Kick, Sucker Punch, and U-Turn. We're only outsped by Darkrai, which is why we're running Spit F investment. U-Turn, well, if he's Chip, we can just U-Turn and kill him, but if he's not, we can just click High Jump Kick. Because of Wide Lens, High Jump Kick and Powerball only have a 1% chance to miss, and these two moves hit everything on the team, so this is kind of all we need. And then we have Sucker Punch to account for Booster Energy, Speed, Moth. But if we're healthy and this thing hasn't gone like +1 because of Fiery Dance, we could probably just click one of our attacking moves into it, because Powerball still does a ridiculous amount of damage to that goddamn Moth. But yeah, that is Soul, that is the team. I think that's everything needed to be said, so without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, Zachmander. Hopefully this battle is a banger. Alright, we are connected with Mr. Zachmander, and he has brought Ogerpon, Quaquaval, the Garchomp. He also brought Terra Poison Iron Moth, so that's nice. The Metagross, and last but not least, the what do you call this thing? The Darkrai. So I think we just lead Araquanid and just go for big damage on something turn 1 and take it from there. So he's Terra Poison Iron Moth. How do we not well, we have an Ursaluna. And we also have a Max Spit F Jirachi. Well, close to it. Chompers. This is good for us. I mean, do we need the webs necessarily? I mean, no, not really. I feel like getting damage on this is really good, because they probably attack us this turn anyway, right? I think we just go for Ice Beam. We just go for Ice Beam. And they can just miss a Stone Edge. That's also really nice. We go for Ice Beam. We probably don't kill them though. So let me see, do we die to a Stone Edge? Do we die to Stone Edge? Do we die to Stone Edge? Because we could just get our webs up now. Let me see, Garchomp. Stone Edge. How much are we taking from Stone Edge? We are taking 69 to 81. So What are we at? 306? We're at 306, right? So we're at 90%. So basically, as long as they're not banded, we can live this. Did you crit us? Are you life orb? Okay, so he's banded. That's nice to know. And since we know he's banded, we could just go into this and get damage. I mean, we could also go into this and set. We could set Stealth Rock. Let me double check. Like, did they have to be banded to kill us right there? It says they were. It says they probably were. Okay. I think we go into this and just click high jump kick instead, though. There is quite literally no... Yeah, there's no swap. So, yeah, we just click high jump kick here. There's literally no swap. We don't want to... Because, like, if for some reason... I mean, according to Showdown, this thing doesn't kill me if he's not banded. So I'm assuming he's a banded Garchomp. Because Stone Edge should not have killed Araquanid. Now him missing was also pretty big, but to be fair, if it's not 100%, what is it? That's why we're running wide lens on our Cinderace. But if he's banded, that means we don't have to worry about freaking, you know. I'm about to say, Cinderace, if you miss, boy, I would have been so upset. Like, boy, if you miss, when you're right there, I would have been so upset. Okay, so who do we see come out next? I mean, we could see Darkrai, right? Maybe it goes for Psychic. We could see Metagross. We could see... I don't think we see Quaquaval. I'd be very shocked if we saw Quaquaval, actually. I guess we could see Iron Moth? I mean, you're Terra Poison, though, so it's not like... I mean, hey, bro, let's see. Let's see. Nightmare, that is Darkrai. Okay. So... You're probably... Choice Specs? Bruh. Why'd I get the feeling he's Choice Specs on this thing? Like, why'd I get the feeling he's Choice Specs? Why'd I get the feeling he's about to be Choice Specs Psychic or something? You know what? Let's just see. Let's just see. I get the... If he swaps out, he's definitely Choice Specs. Because, bro, this thing gets Ice Beam. So, like, you could definitely hit us with that. Okay, so he's not Specs. He's not Specs, and he gets a crit. That's nice. I mean, it makes up for us, whatchamacallit, though. So we know that he's not... Okay, so I guess we do have to kind of go back out into Cinderace and just click U-turn now, right? They can Dark Pulse us. As long as we don't get flinched, we're fine. A lot of quotations around that, as long as we don't get flinch part. So we're gonna just U-turn here. We're just gonna U-turn. So if I would have known that he wasn't Specs, we could have stayed in, because I don't think this thing kills us with a non-stab thingy. But let's see. They might also be fearing that we're Scarfed. Because I just went straight back into this. So, that forces a 50-50, doesn't it? Doesn't it, buddy? Doesn't it? Because if you stay in, you do die. As long as you don't get flinched. Because I don't think you kills with Dark Pulse from right here. I don't think you do. We know two of his moves, Psy Shock and Ice Beam. But knowing Zach, this thing could be Tango Berry. That's something he would actually do. Like, no, we just U-turned on it, so he's not Tango Berry, actually. Alright. I'm kind of regret. Dark Pulse, don't get flinched, and he crits me twice. I mean, it is what it is. I feel like this makes up for both those crits. Crits me twice. Not once, but twice. Twice, guys. Twice. So, Cinderace takes out Garchomp and Darkrai. which is good for us. We definitely need Cinderace for like Ogerpon and Metagross, so it's a good thing that we keep him healthy. He can only set hazards with Metagross if he has them. I mean, at this point, is there any reason to not? I mean, at this point, we just go into this guy, right? Yeah, I feel like at this point, we just go into Keldeo. If Ogerpon comes in, it shouldn't be able to kill us with anything. The Metagross shouldn't be able to kill us with anything. Iron Moth, the poison crap is gonna suck, but I mean, we can always just Terra Blast it and then Sucker Punch it with Cinderace. You have got to be kidding me. We'll be right back. Alright, so we are back. As you guys saw before we disconnected, we were gonna go into Keldeo, which is what we're still gonna do. Just go into Keldeo. So we've taken out Darkrai, Garchomp. If we can beat just one more Mon, it makes the, because I don't think Zach is the Pon. Okay. So here we're just going to click, because is there any consequence to us clicking Terra Blast here? I don't think so. So we're going to just click Terra Blast. We're going to just click Terra Blast. We are just going to click Terra Blast. And let's see what we get ourselves into. It's that simple. He's probably going to click either Knockoff or Stomping Tantrum, or that. That's also an option. And we're gonna just kill this thing right now with Terra Blast. 3, 2, 1, bye. Okay, so Keldeo takes out his Ogerpon. That leaves Quaquaval and Iron Moth and Metagross. So, we're definitely going to see Quaquaval come out here. Yep, big step up. I don't think we can afford to lose Keldeo. Alright, let me think about this rationally. I think we go into Pink Instinct. Let him chip himself with the Rocky Helmet. If he Sword Stances, though, that'll be so crazy. Okay. I think we can live one? Alright. So he's gonna chip himself. So let's see. He clicks Aqua Step. So let me see. He's gonna be +1. Does Jirachi die to a +1 Quaquaval? Do we die to +1 CC? No. Do we die to +1 Knockoff? Also no. Okay. So we go into Jirachi. We're gonna go into Jirachi and just click Trick Room. And then probably get up Stealth Rocks the following turn. Alright, so they're going to... Are they banded? They could be. Right. So here's the Trick Room. Let's see. I say we get up Stealth Rocks? Or do we want to just Iron Head and try to flinch? Or do we U-turn? I mean, we could just U-turn expecting... But who do we U-turn into? I mean, I guess we could give them Cinderace? But I kind of don't want to do that. Let's go for Stealth Rock. Okay, so he decided to stay in, so we made a good play. 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 Now we have to just give up Cinderace. We just have to give up Cinderace. We just have to give up Cinderace. Or do we give up Keldeo? I think we give up Cinderace. Because if he bulks up again... Okay. Trick Room has 2 more turns left. Alright. So now we just go into Ursaluna and click Facade. Now we just go into Ursaluna and click Facade. So we know he has Bulk Up Roost, Aqua Jet. I mean, if the last move is freaking Protect or something, I mean, it is what it is, right? But we're... Oh! I just realized we don't have our Guts yet. Oops. That's a misplay. And a half. Oops. We just screwed the game up. We just lost. We just lost for no reason. We just threw. We just threw. I should have clicked EQ instead. Or something. I should have just U-turned with Jirachi the first turn. I got so greedy with that. Now we have to hope that Vacuum Wave can get the job done, which it probably doesn't. Yeah, we're gonna lose to this, unfortunately. Like, we're just gonna lose in general to my opponent. Yeah, we're just gonna lose. At least we don't lose to the Quack. But dang, I completely forgot about the Guts. So I probably should have always just went into Keldeo. Probably. Yeah, I should have always just went into Keldeo, right? Yeah, that's my fault. Their booster. Jirachi is a... Bro, why can't I see this? We're at 222. Okay, so he's booster speed. So Jirachi, Iron Moth. If they click anything... Here's the thing, do they have any reason to not click the button, right? Our only way out is if they... There's 2 things that need to happen this turn. He has to click the poison move, which he doesn't really have a reason to, but, you know, he has to click that. He has to click the poison move. He has to click the poison move. If he doesn't click the poison move... Okay. If he clicks the poison move, it is possible for us to Trick Room and then try to reverse. Okay. So we can live a whatchamacallit possibly. So we have to click Trick Room here. We have to click Trick Room here. If he doesn't crit us... Alright, cool. Trick Room. Alright. Now we have to go for Iron Head flinches. Alright. I'm not proud of this necessarily, but it's what we had to play for. Now we have to go for another one. Alright. So Jirachi takes out Iron Moth. And now what is going to come... So let me see. We wasted 2 turns of Trick Room. We should be slower than Metagross. We should be slower. Let me see how many turns of Trick Room we have left. We have 2 turns. If we're slower and can waste this 1 turn... Okay. And he crits me in the end, of course. I'm pretty confident we... You know what? Let me just look this up real quick. I'm almost confident we live that. I'm very confident we live that, unless he's bandit, in which case we don't. Yeah, if he's not bandit, we actually live that. We live that hit. If he's not bandit, we live that hit. That's great. Well, if I lose because of that, it is what it is, you know. Because I just want you guys to see this. There is literally one turn of Trick Room left. We live. He has to attack us again, and then we just hit him with Terra Blast and just win the game. Wait, he's bandit. So he is bandit. Never mind. I think we win anyway. Never mind. Alright. Keldeo. Kill him. Kill him. That's my Keldeo. That's my Keldeo. We beat Zach. Thank you. Thank you. I would have been so upset if we would have lost that way. You know what? Bro told me before the game he was going to bring a lot of choice options. I did not know he was being so serious. And this is funny because this is the second time in history I've ever won a game where everything died. But GG's to my opponent, man. That was a fun one. Thank you for tuning in. Give it a done. Sorry. Please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, everybody, peace out.